right around the time that I was finishing up my senior year in college, there was a string of clown sightings all across the U.S. I'm sure that you are probably familiar with it, where people dressed up in clown masks were showing up, terrorizing civilians, terrorizing kids, and people were trying to figure out who was this? Was this a PR stunt? All this type of stuff. Well, one of the states where these clown sightings, these terror incidents occurred was in South Carolina, my home state. So one night, I was an assistant RA, and so I was living in a hall with a bunch of freshmen. Um, One of my residents came up to me and my roommate, my RA, and said, "Hey, um, I know the place where the recent clown sightings were, and it's not far from our college." We looked at each other. We were like, "How far?" Well, uh, needless to say, we got a little crew together. We jumped into my RA's car, and we dashed off. It was like a Thursday night. We dashed off and uh, ended up at that apartment complex. That's what it was. It was around midnight. We get there, and there are loads of cop cars just scattered all around, just stationed at different places in the apartment complex. And we were trying to sneak past them, and while we were driving past them, we noticed a lot of sketchy activity, non-clown sketchy activity, going on elsewhere. But anywho, we decided to find a parking spot that was out of the light, out of the view of the police, and we parked there. And we got out, and we were ready to do a little bit of clown hunting, right? Well, as soon as we got out of the car, we noticed that a dark figure was walking towards us, and we heard, "Y'all ain't supposed to be here." Well, this person kept walking closer and closer and closer, and we noticed that they weren't happy. Apparently, one of the residents at the apartment, and they saw a couple of kids, and they said, "Y'all ain't supposed to be here." And so my RA, he immediately looks to the guy and says, "Hey man, how's it going? You trying to calm the situation down?" The man is not pleased. He is saying, "I know why y'all are here. Y'all ain't supposed to be here. You're treating this like a joke." And we started getting antsy, and he kept walking towards us, and that's when the RA said, "All right, jump in the car. We're out." We jump in the car, and as we are pulling out, we drive by the guy who was uh, intimidating us, and I, in my innocence, my naivety, I did something with my hands that perhaps may have resembled a certain gang sign, or some kind of intimidating something. You know, I didn't know what I was doing, but I just kind of did something, and was trying to do like the "oh sorry" gesture. Well, the guy interpreted it differently, and what does he pull out of his pants? Pulls out that pistol, and that's when we dashed out. Um, Needless to say, we had quite the adrenaline rush going. So obviously, we had to calm down, and that's why we ended the night with Krispy Kreme. So, in honor of that memory, um, and Krispy Kreme, I have written the following riff. Enjoy.